Hello there, sword friends. I have just a quick update on the Josiah Boomershine and Rick Barrett folded steel awesome Nambokucho Okasaki big beefy bitch project that I got going on right now, and I thought I would drop a line to fill you in because I think it's going to actually be finished sometime either this month or perhaps early next month, or the way the sword world goes, anytime in the undetermined future. But I have hopeful plans for the near future, so I might as well make part 2 before part 3 passes us by. Right from the get-go, I had plans to use this Roman urban tsukashi tsuba that I had him make some time ago, and it is about the swirliest, mitsudomoest tsuba that you can possibly imagine. I'm really happy with it, and I had initially planned to use it in conjunction with some Josiah Boomershine fittings. Unfortunately, due to my poor planning, that was not possible. The blade was much larger than the fuchi, and it would look very awkward if I were to use this blade with this fuchi kashira set. Even though I love the shibuichi kind of look of these fittings, it was not the right fit, and a different set was required to make all of the happy times happy. Now, you may have heard me talking about how other projects move back, and this project moved back and other projects moved forward kind of unexpectedly. That was because the fittings that I showed you earlier, those awesome shibuichi fittings, just weren't going to fit. A fuchi that's 46 millimeters or bigger needed to kind of get made, and that's what this fuchi is. Now, another tip of my hat to Josiah here, I contacted him and said, hey, I was dumb and did not plan and think ahead, and I should know better, but can you help me make a set of fuchi kashira kind of quick, because I gone done and fucked my schedule up. And the man obliged. I sent him a kind of a crude drawing with a basic idea of what I wanted, and he hit the nail right on the head. I wanted something that matched the tsuba really well, and while you can see that this is on a little bit rough, it's going to match the tsuba really well and fit well with the theme that I have going on with the sword. And I'm just really happy that the guy came in on budget and did it quickly and really bailed me out. And that's not something that you always get from a craftsman. It's tough to do, but he really slammed one out of the park for me. So I'm really glad about that. But keep in mind that this one is a little bit special. A big fuchi is like 42 millimeters. An average Japanese katana fuchi might be 36, 38 millimeters, somewhere in there. A lot of modern production swords are 40, 42 millimeters. This one's 46 millimeters. It's a big fuchi, and hopefully it's going to make the shape of the transition between the fuchi and the koiguchi not really stupid and ugly looking, which is what it would have been if I had used a fuchi that was too small. I also have a set of menuki that were extra from a different project. These are also shibuichi menuki. They have a kind of a copper color, but they're aging and kind of darkening a little bit, so they're going to work really well with what I've got going on, which is kind of cut out swirly mitsudomes all over the goddamn place. These are going to work really well. Now you might ask, what the hell are you actually planning for the sword, right? What's going to happen? So my general plan is somewhat difficult to describe, but it's swirly and mitsudomi and got all kinds of coolness. So the base coat will be like a gradient color of something that is metallic-y silver towards the koijiri or the end, and black towards the koiguchi or kind of the mouth of the sai. And it'll be a gradient that turns into silver, and on the top of that will be ishime. So most of the sai is going to be this ishime color. The ishime color will then have some falling kama shapes, like falling snowflakes or falling pine needles, that will gradually get thicker towards the end of the saya. I tried to represent that here, but it's not really working out too well. But you get the general idea. There's going to be like a gradient change, and you will see more silver and kind of black turning into silver kamas that fall down. Those should start somewhere around half or a third of the way down the saya. Then there's also going to be some notches kind of towards the top just to add a little bit of definition, and that's going to kind of wrap up the sai itself. Hopefully it distracts, and it's going to be a big thick sai, and hopefully it doesn't look big and clunky. For the ito, I'm going to do a high-end samurai wrap. I can't remember, it's like tsunami, something like that, where it's got a tubed, kind of folded and stitched look to it. If you're unfamiliar, take a look at this suka that I had done on a different Rick Barrett katana some time ago. Gives you an idea of what the maki style is going to be, or kind of what I'm planning on doing. It should be done in black silk, and I'm going to do that over some silver samegawa nodules. So it's going to be kind of black with silver tips, and it should be kind of a cool looking thing, contemporary but cool and interesting looking when it's all done. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any comments. Let me know, and I should have hopefully something for part 3 coming in the not too distant future. Cheers. Thanks for watching.